The other team, Dave, that I wanted to throw a mention to is basically how the hell is Adam Gase not fired? Like,
because they want to beat the L's.
So I feel like here's the thing where the reason why I'm bringing this up for today is there's a press conference that Adam Gase had, and here's what he said, Dave. So I came here talking about Sam Darnold. I came here to help him develop his career, and we haven't been able to do that, said Gase, who is 7-20 and has presided over the NFL's worst offense for the better of the 2 seasons. His comments.
I think the Bears took over for him.
What?
The worst offense in the NFL.
Good point.
Nagy won that title for him.
His comments might seem obvious considering the team's profound struggles, but they're noteworthy because Gase always has spoken of Darnold's progression in an optimistic fashion. His assessment comes with 5 games left in the season, after which the coach will likely be fired. And I know that, like, I asked the question of how hasn't he been fired yet? And I get where you're coming from. They want to lose games. They want to be that number 1 pick. Like, the first thing I'll ask you is, do you think he makes it the whole year, or are the Jets just wait until we lock up number 1? Once we have number 1 locked up, we can fire him, because at that point, it doesn't matter how many, the rest of the games, if we win or lose.
Yeah, I mean, that's. I don't think it matters one way or the other. I mean, you can't lock up number 1 unless you get down to the point where somebody else wins another game.
Yeah,
that's the problem. Do you think? Ugh, I didn't want to touch the 2-win teams.
Yeah, well,
that's a problem.
And if Jacksonville loses out, then that means the Jets can't lock up the number 1 seed until losing from now until week 16.
Yeah.
So
there's just no point. Look, Adam Gase is a stooge. We all know it. He'll never have a job as a head coach ever again in the NFL. But there's no harm in letting him run this team where they're basically like half the team's hurt or, going to get COVID or whatever. Like, you just got to finish out the season with whatever guys you got left. Just shrug it off. Let Frank Gore be the professional and just, there's your offense. Who cares? I'm sorry. It's just no matter what they do, what will change by replacing Adam Gase other than people will be like, hey, look, now Adam Gase isn't there and they're not winning. Maybe it wasn't Adam Gase. No, it's 100% Adam Gase. But it's also like, how did this team get put together?
Yeah. I mean, let's be honest. My thought process is if they fired Gase now and then continued to lose games, if anyone was like, oh, it's because it's not Gase's fault, I'd be like, no, they want to fucking lose. Like, I wouldn't see the problem. Go ahead.
What's the point of firing him? What are you trying to achieve?
You're right. I guess sure. Like, to me, it would be just it would mainly to me show like, and maybe this is everyone knows he's going to get fired. So like, why do it now when you're just going to do it on Black Monday? But like, for me, it's one of those things where it's like, you know what? We're done with this. We're going to lose games anyways, because I still think if they had an interim in there, they're still not going to win games. And it's just going to be like, screw it. We're done with this, because I feel like the one thought I have in my head, and we talk about this all the time, mainly with basketball, is what we've talked about it recently, is this team damaged enough to where basically 6 more weeks is not going to do it much damage, or I'm sorry, 5 more weeks are not going to do it much damage? Or would there be a point of like, hey, you know what? We do have some good young players on this team that we do want to have the next coach develop. Let's kind of try to change the culture on the way out while losing football games. But at the same time, can you do that if you're still trying to lose football games?
Name 5 good young players on the Jets.
I mean, Sam Darnold's good.
He will be gone because they're replacing him with Trevor Lawrence.
I get that, but like...
your point exactly is name 5 young players who they want for the future to get momentum going into next season. I can't. I watch football every single week, and I can't name 5 young Jet players who would be great to have momentum built towards next season.
I mean,
and maybe it's just me being an asshole. I'm not a Jets fan. I am a national level watcher. I watch 10 games a week, whatever it is. but I can't say that I know they have draft picks. I know they've got talent on the roster, and they've had some unlucky injuries to go with that. But outside of their left tackle, who
Yeah,
I can't even
so
name right now.
Becton is the left tackle. He's one of them. There's a part of me that I wouldn't say he's a like young player. It's more of a rehab project. I don't even want to say rehab project. He didn't do as well as we thought he was at the first place. Perriman, when he was with the Ravens, like that's somebody who has talent that I feel like with the right coach can get the most out of him. So Becton, you have Perriman, Bryce Hall, the cornerback they got in last year's draft. I feel like that's a cornerback that they can, yet again, if you want a leader of the defense, I'm looking more offensive line front seven situation, but like having a really good young cornerback that you can pull up is nothing bad to happen. Like they don't have a lot of them. That's three. Like I'm just saying, like they don't have a ton of them. Like
Adam Gase doesn't touch the defensive side of the ball anyway.
No, he doesn't. You're right. It's because I'm trying to think. They don't have Bowles anymore, dude. I can't even think of their defensive coordinator. Greg Williams. That's right. They got fucking Bountygate over there. Which
Gase is a stooge. His damage is done. The team will not get worse in the next 5 weeks. They won't suffer any like PTSD type shit from losing, getting their shit knocked in every week. That's what's expected. They all know it. We all know from the outside they're going to do their best to win games, but they will come up short because it's a bad team run poorly. That's where they're at.
And you know what, Dave? I think I just answered my question. You want to know why they haven't fired Adam Gase yet? Because Greg Williams will win a game. He's done it before. I think it was with the Rams before they got McVay? It was either the Rams or the Bills, I think, where coach got fired. Fuck, it might have even been the Browns. Coach got fired, and then Greg Williams came the interim head coach, and the team won a game like almost immediately.
Feels like a Browns thing, but
and it was like, yeah, and it's just maybe that's why they haven't, because the guy they would put up is Greg Williams. What?
Offensive coordinator over there?
Dal
Loggins. Former Bear.
I'll just ask this. Did we hype up Adam Gase too much after his time in Chicago? Was that more Jay Cutler than Adam Gase? Jay Cutler
deserves a whole lot of credit right now. That people should be sending him cards and apologies because Jay Cutler got
But Dave, it was Adam Gase that made it was Adam Gase that made Jay Cutler so good.
Like, yeah, Cutler deserves a fucking medal. Like, that man is the best quarterback in Bears history, and he just gets shit on because he has the don't give a fuck attitude sometimes.
Smoking Jay Cutler,
he wants to win. He wants to win, but he also is not afraid to tell you what he's thinking.
Which, by the way, when he retired, him and his ex-wife's reality show, I hated Jay Cutler as a player. I loved him as a reality TV star.
Yeah.
Oh, my favorite one still is she was like, oh yeah, we're having company over, we're doing this, and he goes, why do I have to be a part of that? I didn't sign up for it. He's like, I just want to chill around, and like they come over, and he's like, hey guys, she's like, you ever gonna try to be friendly? He goes, I'm here, ain't I? I'm here, like.
I mean, between that, I think my favorite moment was the like she's getting on his back about not wanting to do anything again, someone, and he's like, "What do you mean? I retired. I played for 20 plus years. I earned all the money I will ever need. Like, I worked my job. This is my retirement now. I get to sit around and do nothing on a farm and enjoy peace and quiet." It's like, don't you want to do things? No, don't you? I finished that.
I believe it's. Don't you want to do anything with your life? No, I just did that.
It's just like, yeah. Oh. But no, yes, Adam Gase owes Jay Cutler. Everyone owes Jay Cutler an apology. And yeah, I mean, this again, Adam Gase is a stooge. No one else will give him a shot to ever be a head coach again. He'll probably come back as a coordinator at some point, even though he has manned the worst offense in the NFL. Next to, as a former Bears offensive coordinator. Now the new Bears offense being run by Matt Nagy, both of those being ranked 29 and 30th or 31st and 32nd, whatever it is. Like, it really makes you feel, like shit as a Bears fan.
Yeah.
But it's like we didn't even upgrade. Can't win.